To summarize CEST, if you rely on a right of substitution in CEST, then you're in the chocolate teapot zone there, because it will ignore the answers to everything else you've said and say you're immediately outside IR35. So you could have a contract where it's personal service, you have a window dressing type substitution clause, you pop that through CEST, it says you're outside, but in reality, if it ever went to tax tribunal, you wouldn't stand a chance, because an unexercised right of substitution in a contract that really doesn't look very realistic isn't going to get you anywhere. So very dangerous. The same thing happens if you are given your outside determination for control using CEST. There has to be virtually no control. So it's very easy for HMRC to say you put the information in that was inaccurate, and therefore we're not going to stand by it. Remember, there's no reason for them to stand by it in statute. It's just guidance, and it's something they've made up themselves. Some of it is based on case law. Some of it's a bit sketchy, frankly, particularly in the area of the control what aspect, because it talks about tasks rather than scope of services. So yes, I think if firms give somebody an outside determination, then you probably don't want to be hanging your hat on that. But most of the time, because the bar's set so high, it's going to say inside IR35.
Yes.
And then for classic contractors, and I show this in my webinar, it will just say indeterminate, don't know. For your classic contractor, knowledge-based contractor that isn't turning up in a digger, it's going to say, we don't know. And that's the problem, because then clients will say, well, not sure about this one, too scared, put them on payroll. So that's what's going on. If you use CEST and it says outside, you're at financial risk, I think, as a firm. Otherwise, it's just going to say put everyone on payroll, in which case you're at financial risk, because your costs are going to go up considerably if you put everyone on payroll and you don't allow people to work outside IR35, and you'll be at the back of the queue when it comes to hiring contractors.
Absolutely.